Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jacob. I am reacting to Mariah Carey's entire discography. It's a series I've been doing for quite some time now. If you're interested in watching any of my previous videos, you can go back to my channel. I think I have a playlist set up with all the videos on YouTube, and then there's a bunch of bonus content on Patreon because I'm doing live performance reactions only on Patreon. So if you're interested in watching the live performances from each era, those are available on Patreon. Head there if you want to watch them and check out uncut album reactions. Everything's posted days and days before it gets to YouTube. So if you're interested, check it out. If you're new here, hit a thumbs up on this video, hit subscribe, all the things, you know. We have something super exciting. We have Mariah Carey's Daydream album, and I believe this is where there's sort of a departure from her early career, and she starts to get more I guess more of a say in the production and the lyrics. Well, the lyrics, she's always was a songwriter and one of the only songwriters on her songs, but I believe this is where she kind of gets the creative freedom that she kind of wanted at the beginning of her career. And people are kind of telling me in the comments, you know, it's more R&B, he's not gonna like it, but I wouldn't be so sure about that. Honestly, things change. Like, my opinion on things change a lot, and if I didn't like something that sounds like maybe something on this, maybe the writing's better on this, and maybe, you know, there's just different things in every song. So I think to write off that I'm not gonna like any of these future albums is a bit much, but we'll see. Maybe I won't like them at all, and you guys know me better than I know myself. But here we go. We are reacting to Daydream by Mariah Carey. I believe now this is like her most sold album, her most successful. Over time, it's kind of gained the popularity. Oh, also, quick note. I will react to her Merry Christmas album, but I will not be reacting to it until it's closer to Christmas. This series is obviously going to be a long one because there's like 13 or something albums, 11 to 13 albums I need to react to. So as time goes on, whatever, I'm gonna see where I'm at with the series by the time it gets closer to Christmas, and I'll react to it when we get to Christmas. So sorry if you were awaiting that reaction. It's coming, but just not yet. Okay, let's dive into this album because I'm excited. I'm ready to go. We'll see if I like it any better than Music Box, but I loved Music Box. It was my favorite album of hers so far. I have Dream Lover stuck in my head right now. I just keep thinking, take me up, take me anywhere you want to. Let's get started with Fantasy. I will be reading lyrics along. This was one of the number ones, right? I feel like I've reacted to this song in the #1 song reaction video. So far, you guys already know, whistle note thoughts. I love that this was in the production. Oh, this was, I think, like on TikTok too or something. Yeah. Ooh, I like that. I like that background vocal. Really love when she sings in her falsetto voice. one has such a good rhythm to it. Ooh, nice. This bridge is very dreamy. The background vocals here are crazy. Ooh. Okay, Fantasy, great song to start. It's very upbeat and very fun. It's honestly kind of a little sad when you think of the lyrics. Like, I can't tell if she's actually with this person she's singing about or if it's like a fantasy, but I can't tell the fantasy is that they're like, you know, they come and take her away and sweep her off her feet, or if the fantasy is that she's actually like with this person. So I'm kind of like trying to figure out, yeah, I guess it's just like a crush, having a crush and, you know, imagining that you're with them. I was thinking for a minute it was like she wishes the relationship were better, but no, it's just about a crush, I think. So, okay, that was Fantasy. What a fun way to start the album. I feel like that really got energy up and ready to go. So let's move on to the next one. It's called Underneath the Stars. Okay, interesting tone on her voice there. I love the way that sounds. Oh. Similar to Fantasy. Ooh, I like that young love in the back. Whoa, interesting little echo there. So high. Okay. Falling in love with the crush from Fantasy. Like a slow jam is how I describe it. So far behind. Did they break up? She's really painting the picture I can see in my head. You hear that whistle in the back? Or if it's like a whistle, like an actual whistle, not a whistle note. Hey, this is following similar themes of Fantasy, with a much dreamier, no pun intended, Daydream, dreamier sound, not as upbeat. But I also really liked that one. There was some parts where I was like, I don't love it, but I just loved the chorus and oh, just the way it started. I don't know, I thought her voice in that like falsetto register is just so good. Okay, Underneath the Stars, really liked it. Again, conceptually, it's like similar to Fantasy. Okay, let's go to the next song. What is it? Oh, One Sweet Day is on this album. If you guys watched my reaction to the #1 songs, One Sweet Day really got me. It was like my favorite song from that video, and I think it's my favorite Mariah song I've heard so far. I have not listened to it since I posted that video, and I have actually been itching to listen to it again, but I've been waiting for when it comes on whatever album it came on. I had no idea It was Daydream, and I'm so excited. I wonder if it's gonna get me again. We'll see. I forgot what it sounds like. Sorry, I never... Oh, it came back to me.
Sorry, I never told you all I wanted to say. Always.
Oh. My battery is dying. I have to change my battery. I don't want to pause the song though. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. And I'm gonna restart the song because I want to get back into it. Oh God, it's so good.
So far away.
The way she sings that line. Ooh, the whole, and then the release. Oh, her background vocals in this are insane. I need to get my dogs to stop barking. Okay, I think they're done. I'm gonna restart this from the bridge. Or sorry, not the bridge, the second verse. The background vocals in this are... I love that part. I cannot even put into words how beautiful that song is. It genuinely makes me so emotional to listen to, and I don't know if it's because I've only listened to it twice, or, I mean, you guys can tell me, does this song just fill you with emotion every single time you listen to it? That last lyric is just so sad. I don't know what it is about this song. I said it before, but like, I don't know if you've ever lost anybody. It could be a family member, a friend, a loved one, whatever. I feel like this song, you feel it in your bones, and I do. I genuinely have no words for that song. It is my favorite Mariah Carey song. I already said I understand now why it was #1 for whatever the record was, and I'm so furious that the record was ever broken. I know records are meant to be broken, but this one deserved to stay. It is a beautiful song. Their voices together, beautiful. I literally, every time that chorus comes in, I get full body chills, and again, I just feel that one in my bones, and the more I think about it, the more I start to tear up. And so I think I need to move on from it, but it is genuinely a perfect song, and I feel like they have helped so many people with this song, so I think it's super important. Okay, let's move on to the next song, because I don't want to be sad anymore, so hopefully there's something uplifting. The next song is called Open Arms. Hopefully it's not, you know, God welcoming them into heaven. Okay, this starts.
In the dark, feeling your heartbeat.
Okay.
We sailed on together, we drifted apart, and you are by my side.
I know people in the comments were telling me I really need to read the lyrics on this album, because she kind of opens up a little bit more on it, and I think she talks about her relationship, her previous marriage that was kind of controlling, so I'm trying to see maybe that's what this could be about, but she's saying this person's by her side, so now I'm kind of going back on that thought.
So now I come to you with open arms, nothing.
A nice ballad, and you guys know how I feel about the ballads. Okay. Again, I'm wondering if this is about her marriage at the time. Ooh, dum dum dum, I love that. Yeah. So they're not together in this verse, but she wants him back. Okay. Okay. Just a relationship. It's a makeup breakup situation. This is beautiful. Okay, this is making sense. You guys have taught me that Mariah likes to do covers, which, by the way, let me let the song finish. By the way, I absolutely love when artists do covers of songs and turn it into their own. I think it's so good, it's so special. It gives, I don't know, I feel like it's like a really good homage to the artists that came before them, and kind of gives listeners an inside scoop or inside knowledge of what artists inspired, whether it's the record, whether it's the person and their life, or whatever. I just think it's such a cool way to, yeah, respect the people that came before you, and I love that she does that. I think that's super cool. Okay, this is making more sense why I was a little confused about the relationship aspect of the song. It is not her song. It is a cover. Because I know this, she doesn't have writing credits. And I know she writes all of her songs. So, good to know. I loved that. I think I've loved every single one of her covers. Like, she just picks the perfect song to cover. And it's always sung beautifully. And I don't like recognize the original version or anything. But I just feel like I know that she made it her own, you know? Okay, let's go to the next song. It is Always Be My Baby. I feel like I know this one. Always be my baby. Something like that? Okay, let's see. Was this a #1 that I had heard it, or was it a TikTok thing? Do-do-do. No. Is that it? Come on, my brain is too big. This is a side note, I have a horrible, awful, terrible memory. So bad about like real important things that matter. But like a melody, it never leaves my brain. I remember the weirdest, strangest things that maybe I don't even remember either. So it's, yeah, I'm such a weirdo. I'm not like everybody else. Just kidding. So this must be a #1 because I heard it in that video. The music, like the instrumentation in this song is strange, I will say. I don't love it. I like this. It's like more pulled back than whatever it was before. Yeah. I'm part of you indefinitely. Yeah. Love her voice in this album. This is, I think, my favorite way she sounded. There's a lot of the falsetto and like dreaminess to it. And also a lot of deep notes, which I love when she does. That sounds like a threat. I didn't like the way that sounded. I don't like the melody of that part, to be honest. Interesting vocal delivery on that time. I like the different things she's doing in the background. It makes up for the fact that this has repeated so many times. She's keeping it interesting in the background. I love how she sounds there. I will say that song felt like, or sounded kind of chaotic. I really liked when it was kind of stripped back at the beginning, when she first started singing. Like at the beginning there was kind of an intro and it was chaotic, but then when she, like this is just kind of held back, which I really liked. So that one's kind of like, I'm on the fence about that one. I think it is catchy and I understand why it went #1 and why it was like a big single from the album. However, it repeats itself a lot, which I don't absolutely love, and she's doing different and interesting things in the background. But I like when, like, I don't know, if a chorus is repeated a bunch, I like when like certain words are changed to at least, I don't know, keep things a little interesting. But overall, I do really like that song. It's just one that maybe I wouldn't rank as high the second time listening as I did the first. I liked that. It's about being with the person forever. All of these songs are very like sweet, so I'm interested to see where the sort of downsides of that relationship are. This is called I Am Free, which this is sounding like, just based on the title, is going to be about that relationship. Let's see.
Was a prisoner.
Ex-convicts be like. Yeah, just based on that first line, I'm feeling like this is where we're going with this song. The topic of her divorce or breakup with the record label guy or whoever he is. You guys know who he is, but yeah.
Inside myself,
Another ballad. So this verse, she's talking about like the good things. Very introspective. Beautiful. The vocal delivery in this song is 10 out of 10. Wow. I feel like this is another great testament to Mariah's songwriting. She was able to take a personal situation, and instead of taking a diaristic approach to the songwriting, she sort of broadened it out and made it very relatable for a lot of people who, you know, maybe weren't married to a executive at her record label or whoever it was, and like that's not relatable, you know what I mean? But breaking free from a situation, a bad situation, but also it being a good situation at one point is relatable. So I just love how she simplifies her story to make it relatable. And again, that's just a testament to her good songwriting, because simple does not equal bad. Relatable does not equal bad. It actually is a very good thing, and that's why albums like this are so popular. Okay, let's go to When I Saw You, the next track on the album. Loving the sounds of most of these songs. There was a few that I think Always Be My Baby and maybe Underneath the Stars. I was like, So far everything else has been amazing. The other two I just didn't absolutely love, but I liked. Okay, When I Saw You. Sounds a bit like the melody of One Sweet Day. Honey, na 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 na, na 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 na. Gazed into me, transcending space. And her voice sounds similar to that song. Beautiful. When I saw Did she fall in love again after her divorce, like in a close period of time? Because a lot of these songs are like about crushes or falling in love. This is beautiful. I'm kind of like so focused on the lyrics of this song. I'm not talking a lot, I feel like. I love this chorus. This is one of my favorite Mariah Carey choruses, I feel like. I just love it. Whoa. She's singing with that passion and emotion I always talk about. I love how she sings that. Even that piano in the back sounds like One Sweet Day. Oh, I freaking loved that song. This was immediately one of my favorites from the album upon first listen. Oh gosh, it just felt so passionate and filled with, I don't know, emotion, and I don't know, it just looked like maybe she was staring at the person she's singing about while she was singing about it. That's how raw it felt. I think that's a good word. It felt very raw. I absolutely loved it. Let's go to the next track. It is called Long Ago. I like that. This sounds a bit like whiny, in a good way. Didn't like that sound. That was good. This feels like it's about her marriage. I love the way that sounded. This feels like it'd be like in a spa movie. This one's another one where like the vocal delivery is so intentional. But each line, like, it just sounds so interesting and different and unique. Take me back together. It's like she's yodeling almost. Okay. Fade out, another fade out. I would say I have mixed feelings about this. I really enjoyed it, but it felt too long. I liked the production, and I liked most of her vocal delivery, but there was a little bit that just sounded like something I'm not used to, like a little strange to my ear. Because again, it's just not something I'm used to hearing from her or from any of the artists that I listen to. So that one I definitely would have to listen to again to kind of really figure out if it's something that I like or not. So I'm definitely gonna have to update you guys on that. And I already said it in my previous video, but I will be doing like a playlist at the end, or I'm adding all the songs that I like from each album onto a playlist, and then at the end I'll share it with you guys so you know what songs I like. At the end of the whole journey, I mean. Not the end of the video. Okay, next song is Melt Away. Is this about a snowman? Ah, God, I gotta press play. Whoa. Ooh. This sounds familiar too. My. Ooh, it envelops. And I lose my self-control, and baby I just melt away. Fall like the rain every time I see you. This melody sounds so familiar. Break down in space. I didn't see that my camera stopped recording for a second, so sorry about that. This is another sexy song. This is like baby making music. Nice vocals. Ooh, I like the vocab in this song. Rhapsodize. She be daydreaming again. I get. Oh, that's nice. I get why this album's called Daydream. It's a good title. Every time I see your face. Yeah, 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 yeah. I love it. The background. Another fade. Mariah's signature. Okay, Melt Away, I absolutely loved. I really enjoyed it. It was so fun. Oh, we're just moving on into Forever. I think we should just keep it going. Ooh. Loved that song. I got chills from that music. I'm loving the production on this song. Beautiful. God, this is a beautiful song. Why does this happen when I'm listening to the songs I'm getting emotional from? sounds like another one. Hold on. Sounds like something else. Ooh. This is like wedding song material. Well, did this one go number 1? I don't know if I've heard this before or if it just is like sounds like other songs. We belong together. Wait, it's right there. I have no idea what it is I'm thinking of. This is just a beautiful song. What I feel like falling in love feels like. That's what this sounds like. You know what I'm kind of thinking it also sounds like? Lover by Taylor Swift. I'm getting like Lover vibes. I think because the instrumentation is very like wedding adjacent. Like, I don't really know what the instruments are that are similar, but to me it sounds just not similar, but like reminiscent of Lover. Absolutely loved that song. That was also one of my favorites. I just, again, feel like, I don't know, I don't even know why I was getting like emotional to that song. But again, it's just about the feeling that the song evokes from me based on the feeling that she has singing it. And also the production and the words and the melodies. But I don't know, there's just something about this song that really like, it took like a hold of me. And then my dogs kind of ruined the moment, but I loved that. Let's go to the next song. It's called Daydream Interlude, Fantasy Suite Dub Mix. Okay, is this the only Daydream on the album? I think we haven't listened to a title track, right? Yeah, Daydream. Okay. Okay. You guys always bark about the remixes. I need to listen to the remix. I need to listen to the I will, I'm sure. But maybe this is one of them? It says Fantasy Suite Dub Mix. So let's see how this sounds. I know she's like the queen of remixes. Interesting vocals here. I'm liking it. Was not expecting this. Sounds like Mario Party or Mario Kart. Are you guys hearing that? Okay, a dub mix. That's what it is, I guess. Something to play in the clubs. I think these are all lyrics from Fantasy, right? Okay. that was Daydream Interlude, Fantasy Suite Dub Mix. Not obsessed with that because, I don't know, dubstep. I don't know that that's really considered dubstep, but like, I don't know, that dance music is not really my type of thing, but I'm not against it either because, you can watch my reaction to Renaissance. I kind of had this opinion at the beginning. I was like, you know, I don't know if this album's gonna be for me because this is just not a genre that I listen to, the dance or house, or I mean any like dubstep or EDM, any like party music. I don't, you guys know, you've watched my reactions, you know I like the slow ballads, I like a groovy tune, but I'm just not crazy about like dance music, I guess. So with that being said, Renaissance changed my mind about dance music, and I think there is dance music that I like, and this might fall into that category. It had a bit of like Mario sound to it, so I don't think it's something that I love, but it was fun and I liked listening to something different. Okay, we're gonna go to the last song on the album. It is called Looking In. Here we go. Oh gosh, I forget every time that she ends on a slow ballad. I'm kind of happy. Sad, sad, slow song, usually.
You look at me and see the girl who lives inside the golden
Talking about fame.
world.
Ooh.
But so believe that's all there is to see. You'll never know.
This is Chapel Rome this week. If you guys know, you know. She's letting us into actually something about her, I guess. More diarist.
She smiles through the
And it's delivered beautifully.
in a harbor that lets you feel.
Very honest.
She waits in insecure.
Whoa, again. Very honesty. Very honesty? Very honest.
Hides herself inside me.
Like, ooh, she should be showing this at her therapy session.
Don't think she takes it all for granted. It seems as though I've always
This is
been
heartbreaking.
somebody else I love.
Talking about how she doesn't feel basically confident in herself.
But they can't take my heart from me.
Wow, I feel like that was her most honest, and I mentioned another song was Raw earlier, but that was definitely her most like honest and raw song. I really feel like she let us in on a lot of information, and I feel like that kind of opens up the conversation to, hold on, my camera battery. That kind of opens up the conversation again about fame, and I mentioned Chapel Roan at the beginning of the song because if you guys don't know, Chapel Roan is a singer, whatever, she's blown up, you guys probably know this, but she's like having a hard time handling the fame, and you know, there are crazy people when it comes to celebrities who stalk their family and message them and follow them and all this stuff. But I guess what gets confusing is like, okay, as a fan, how do you show admiration and appreciation for an artist if you don't feel, or like you feel like you can't approach them? I don't know, it kind of takes this like approach of fans need to take a step back, which is true in a lot of cases, and fans definitely step over the line most of the time. But I just think, I don't know, I'm so torn on like that issue of respecting your fans as well, because without them you wouldn't have this amazing life. And I think that that's kind of what Mariah is touching on in this song, like the opposite, kind of the opposite of how I feel, talking about, you know, you don't really know the real her, and it looks like she's living this golden life, but really she's crying and all this stuff, she's not happy. Which I think two things can be true at the same time. When you're in that situation, you probably feel like, you know, you feel alone, and you feel all the things that humans feel, because we feel those things too, us normal people. We feel alone, we cry, you know. So Mariah Carey's not special, but she's on display for everyone to see, and so I think that's where things get tricky, because you have to like mask. I think being famous is incredibly hard, and people don't give enough credit to celebrities who hold it together. And I don't know, I can't imagine even the pressures of fame. So it's kind of hard to like talk about what artists should and shouldn't be okay with. But when it comes to like the Chappell Roan thing, I just see how artists like her are talking about fans, and she's only talking about the negative ones. But I feel like from her posts, it's pretty clear and apparent she doesn't want you to approach her at all. Whether you're a young fan, an old fan, whatever, she does not want you to approach, doesn't want you to ask to take a picture, whatever. Whereas I think there's artists who appreciate the fans, and I hate to bring Taylor to the conversation again. I will always bring Taylor to the conversation though. I'm a Swiftie. There's a reason the fan base of Swifties is so strong, and it's because she's always put fans first, and she's always talked about how that's something she's always wanted, was to be famous. And so to complain about becoming famous feels out of touch in a way. And I mean, she's just shown through her actions that fans come first, which is why I think there's like, I mean, I don't think there's boundaries, because there's stalkers, there's people who literally break into her house, there's people who track her private jet, whatever. But I think that when you show support to the people who are supporting you, like inviting them to your house for secret sessions, or she's done a 13-hour meet and greet, like that's just showing respect. And I think, I guess there's like two things can be true. Fans can be invasive, and you can also respect them. And I don't know, I can imagine it being really hard as a celebrity to balance the pressures of being famous, and also wanting to be normal, and also wanting the people who support you to continue to support you, because it's a business at the end of the day. Anyways, all this came from Mariah's song Looking In, and it's clearly from a dark place, like saying, you know, she's not what everybody thinks she is, or she's not who everybody thinks she is. And yeah, I think that's just a good way to summarize Psycho fans from like people who appreciate something, because Psycho fans need to realize that these people are just people, and so when we hold them at a pedestal, we can't, I don't know, they're not going to live up to our expectation of who they are, because they're real people and people make mistakes. Anyways, I don't know why I went on this long tangent, but I just felt like talking, I guess. Okay guys, we are finished with Daydream, and I really loved it. I think there were only like 2 songs that I wasn't, again, obsessed with, but that's kind of how it's been on every album. Like there's just 2 songs that I'm not like, that was amazing. Excuse me, there wasn't 2 songs, I think there's only 2 or 3 here that I wasn't like in love with, but I liked almost everything. I'm gonna have a hard time like ranking these albums in the future, but I mean, the fact that this album has One Sweet Day gives it a lot of street cred. Like it is, I can't stop thinking about that song. I'm so happy I listened to this album so I can listen to that song over and over again, so hopefully I don't cry every time I listen to it. But yeah, okay, so sorry this outro was so long. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you're new here, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon members, thank you so much for subbing. Love you guys, you're the best. I'm going to be reacting to live performances of these songs. It can be from any era or time, but of these songs. So leave recommendations on Patreon only, because you can comment links and that's where the video is going to get posted. It doesn't get posted to YouTube. So you can recommend songs on the YouTube comments, but you might not see them if you're not subbed to Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace out. I love this album.